Hey guys, Morgan's Maintenance. Today's video, we're going to be looking at several tools from KESI Tools. Now, I had never heard of them before. Let me know in the comments below if any of you have, but they asked me if they could send me some of their more popular kits to give them my feedback on. I'm going to go ahead and make a video and show these to you guys as well. Like, this is one product. These three are all one big kit, but it's kind of EDC style kits, all for specific purposes. They all come in like these little metal cases, or at least this kit does. This one over here is plastic, but you could probably drop these into your tool bag, into a toolbox drawer, into your house drawer if it's a good fit for that. Again, I have never heard of them before. They look like good products whenever I went over to Amazon to check them out, so I decided to go ahead and get them. I'm going to share them with you guys. They may be a good fit. They may not be. You can let me know in the comments below, but hopefully this video at least will help you to answer that. That's the goal. But let's go ahead and jump into these tool kits. So the first kit is their 40-in-1 3H drive swivel impact socket bit set. Here is the back of the box if you want to zoom in and check out any of that information. Comes with some S2 impact grade bits, impact sockets, swivel adapters, all those kinds of things like that. Comes in this case. Again, out of all these, this is the only case that's kind of like a plastic case, but this case has also got a belt clip on it. So this would be one that you could slip on the outside of your bag if you wanted to, or carry it on your person if that's the case. Again, this one I think runs like 20 bucks. So this one's not very expensive. This kit over here is pretty expensive, but this one's going to run you $20. We open up the case. Again, you can see through the case and see what's in there. You're going to get all these bits. And again, that was on the back of the box, I think. Actually, I don't see the, right here on the side is all the bit selection right here. So if you want to know all the bits that are in there without me having to name them all off, you can check that out there. So you're going to get all these sockets. Now, these sockets are SAE and metric. So they've got a kind of end on them where they're going to work for both in some sense. Let me see if I can, there we go. We can kind of see through there with the light. So maybe you can kind of see the pattern that's in there. They are, like this one is marked 9/16 and 14 millimeter right there, and E18. So I guess they actually work with several different sockets. You can see here what all they're saying that they work for. So you're going to get all these sizes right here of those, and then this, but the main thing is going to be this swivel adapter here. Kind of reminds me of like the Bosch, what is it called? The Freak or something like that as far as their impact. So you have a 3H drive right here to take these sockets, but it also is a bit holding drive to take bits. Now, is it a magnetic bit holder? I don't think that it was. Let me get my screw out over here. It does have a magnet in there. That's what actually holds it into place, but it doesn't transfer that magnetism onto the bit. So that would be a lot better if it did that. Now, one nice thing is, as you pull up on this though, it does turn into a swivel adapter as well. So you can see you've got that little bit of movement, gets you to that angle right there. And then one thing that I thought was kind of neat, might be something that somebody would be useful to someone or not, may not be, but if you take this socket, put it on here. So if you're constantly running, let's say 9/16, but you also run some sort of a bit, you could do this, put your bit holder down inside that hex part, and now you've got basically a way to swap in and out real fast. So if you want to leave your 9/16 on there, put yourself a bit or locking bit holder or whatever, use that. Now you're going to have a lot of play and wobble with that. You can also still use this as, you know, a swivel adapter with a bit in there as well. So multiple options. It's basically a 3H drive swivel impact socket, but also takes 1/4-inch bits. And then the key thing is these sockets supposedly work for all those different things. I did try it on a metric and SAE, and it does work out fine that way. I don't know if I've got any of that other stuff that's on there, the ETX bolts. I couldn't find anything out here in my garage anyways. But swivel adapter, they also sell this swivel adapter with a couple other things for like $16 that are just the bit holders if you don't want the, you know, actual sockets and the bits and stuff like that as well. But nice little kit for 20 bucks. This is the cheapest one of the bunch. That is the 40-in-1 3/8 swivel impact socket bit set. Next, we've got 3 boxes here, but these are all part of one set. This is going to run you $85, so fairly expensive, but you're getting 3 different kits. This is the 77-piece fully armed set. And you got a black box, a yellow box, and a green box, and they're all in little metal cases that kind of match that same color, like yellow, tan, green, and black here. Fold up, they open and close like this. The black one is the 13-piece 1/4-inch drive low profile spline set. Here is the side over here to tell you what you're going to get: 12 sockets, 1 ratchet, 1 case. There's the back side of the box: 180-degree flex head, 5-degree arc swing, push button release, and then here are all the sizes. of the spline. And again, they are metric and then also SAE, kind of going to work with both. Just depends on what it is that you're using. If we open this up here, you're going to see this small ratchet, flex head ratchet. Press the button, kind of the same as the rest of them. You've got that 180 degrees. Let's see how fast it locks in. Quite a few locking spots. Like it's not moving very much before it locks. On and off. This one does have the push button release. I do kind of like that. Sometimes they're a little hard to get stuff on, so you press that in, push it on, let go, press it in, take it right off. Comes on and off really easy. Again, this one's 9mm, easy to read on there. I don't see if it's got the, so it doesn't have like the SAE size or equivalent on there like the box does. These are fairly low profile. That's what it says, you know, low profile spline set. But whenever you look at the vessel that I have in that little 1/4 inch, they're a little bit longer than the vessel, but definitely shorter than like the Vera in the tool checks or something like that, if that's what you got. And it is spline drive. See if I can get it to where maybe you can see that in there. So a little bit different set, several sockets there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 sockets in total. And this also has back here a magnetic bit holder. So if you take a bit, I'm gonna rob one out of this other set, put that in, locks into place with a magnet. Does that transfer? Does not. So the magnet does not transfer to the bit, but you can hold a bit in there, or if you need to get a little bit more leverage on a small ratchet like this and you've got like a, you know, bit holder, you can make yourself a little bit longer ratchet to give it a little bit longer arm. Again, just a little small EDC type kit, spline drive. Maybe you want a set of spline drive sockets. That's what comes in that black box. Move over to the yellow box, 35-piece precision bit set. There is the front of the box there. There's the side. So you got the spinning top. This one is magnetic, so we'll see that in just a minute. Here's the other side. You're going to get 34 bits, the actual screwdriver, and then the case. And then there are all the bits inside of there if you want to pause and zoom in and see if it's got the ones that you use the most. So this is the little, again, tan yellow box. This box is yellow. This is a little bit more khaki-ish tan in my opinion than yellow. So there's all those bits that we just looked at. And then here is the little driver. It's got a spinning top here, some knurling on that as well. See how well that fits in the hand. Not too bad. It's a little bit like, it would be better for me if it was a little bit longer with the knurling there, but just depends on where you set this in your hand. It still ends up, I got to kind of move this right to here to be able to be in the right spot for that, to be able to get the turning action on the knurling. So again, it did say that it was magnetic. So let's put a little bit in here. See how well that, yep. So that magnetic right there. Move over here to the screw. So that's a pretty heavy screw for a little precision driver to be picking up. And it's still picking that up. So if you're dealing with some little small screw, you know, on that Phillips right there, it's for sure going to hold that, because, you know, that's a pretty decent size screw right there for that. So small precision driver set. And again, I don't know if you can buy these separate or not. So maybe you would only want one of these. You can look around on KESI tools on Amazon, KESI, and see what they got. But this is a little precision driver set. I do like the little cases that they come in. And then the third one is a green box, 29-piece multi-function bit set. This one comes with a ratchet, stubby handle, and then some bits as well. There's the bit selection inside of this one, so it's a little bit different than the precision driver because these are regular size 1/4 inch bits. So you're basically getting a very similar flex head, the 5-degree arc, 180 degrees on the pivoting action on your flex head. This one is impact rated, and then also you can use it in the screwdriver or use it in the ratchet. This is what all comes in this box right here. So again, green box on this one, stubby handle, little small one right there. Do not insert under 2-inch length bits. So it's telling you not to insert smaller bits, which this will be less than 2. So I could probably push that all the way down in there. I'm not going to do that yet because we'll probably get stuck and won't be able to get out of it. So stubby driver. It does also come with a bit holder down here underneath the ratchet. So I could take this out. I'm assuming this is impact rated. They're showing you put it into an impact. It's got a magnet in there as well. So let's go ahead and check this out first. Let's put this in, put the screw back out there. So no magnetism transfer there. What about in the ratchet itself? So this one has a 1/4 inch hex ratchet. Your black box has that 1/4 inch drive ratchet. So this would be for sockets. This one's primarily going to be for using it with these bits that are in this case here. So we could put this in. That doesn't transfer either. And then it also still has that 1/4 inch on this side. I'm going to assume it doesn't transfer. It doesn't because the other one didn't either. So, but you could still do the same thing with this one. Bit holder here, or use the bit holder provided. Make a little bit longer ratchet. Slide it up in here. Give yourself a little bit more length on the head. The ratchet part and how it works is exactly the same. Just don't have the push button, but you got the 180 degrees on and off, all those same things. And then again, here are all the bits. They look like pretty decent bits. They kind of have that Vera laser etching type look to it. Not the laser etching or the whatever it's called, the diamond tip. I think it's called laser etching. But Vera has some bits that I've got that are just like this, that have those lines on it, and they work fairly well. I want to say they're called like ACR or something like that. I can't really remember. But those are the bits that you get. There's all those right there inside that case. Again, all the bits were on that box if you want to check out and make sure that they're covered as far as what it is that you're looking for. But you can put this bit holder in there as well and then use that with this. It's got a little bit of slop unless you kind of, let me see if it's still going to do that. So it kind of pops out. As long as you push it in though, like whenever you're actually using it there, it's locked in pretty good, but it does pop back out pretty easy. I don't know if that's so that you can get it out easier, but if you kind of click it in there, so while you were actually using the screwdriver pressing in on it, it would be tight. But then if you pop it out, it's got quite a bit of play. So got a stubby, got a little small ratchet, several bits. Again, this is all in one kit. I should have checked before I came out here to see if they sold any of them separately. I'm sure they probably do, but I don't know that off the top of my head. But 40-in-1, 3/8 drive swivel impact socket bit set, a small spline set, 1/4 inch drive, precision driver, and then your standard 1/4 inch bits with a small ratchet and a stubby screwdriver. Again, never have heard of KESI tools before. They seem like they're pretty well. I've been pretty impressed with all the Taiwan stuff that I've been getting in the last little bit, whether it's 711L, these. I've also got some other tools that I've picked up here recently that I'll probably be doing a review for as well. But let me know in the comments below if any of these would be a good fit for you. Maybe you've got some of these, you've been using them for quite some time. Again, just because I haven't heard of them doesn't mean somebody hadn't heard of them. There's all kinds of times where I hear of new tools in the comment section and I go check them out, and there's stuff that's been out for a long time and I just didn't know that they were out there. So let me know in the comments below if you have any of these for sure. Give us your feedback in the comments. Let it be another review in the comment section of this video so people can check that out as well. As always, I hope this video was helpful. You guys stay safe, have a blessed day, and I'll see you on the next video.